Tuesday, May 9th. And the passengers are becoming angrier and angrier at the airlines. And it's about time. When the United issue hit the fan, I said, that's going to go away. That's short term for United. But I said then I was afraid that it's going to be a long term problem that's not going to go away. And I think with video and with monopolies, it's happening, and it's about time. Did you see what happened down in Fort Lauderdale? Spirit Airlines, they had like 7 or 8 or 9 flights canceled. People went crazy. Spirit blamed the pilots and said, I'm on the side of the passengers because the pilots are doing it. The pilots said, it isn't us. And once again, the passengers get squeezed. But they went crazy. Now, look, there's no excuse for violence. Zero, none. Just like the airlines shouldn't perpetrate that against the passengers. There's no excuse for violence on the other side, okay? But let's look at what's going on here. Under the Obama administration, I look back when I didn't see all this coming. I don't think anybody did. His administration allowed these mergers of these airlines. What was he, U.S. Air with American and United with Continental, to put together these monopolies. Now, I've always taken the position, I don't travel much now, but I've always taken the position when I travel, Southwest Airlines were always very friendly, very nice. They go out of their way to, or they did when I was there, and I've always heard from all my friends who go out of their way to take care of their passengers because they never had like business class or first class or any of that. They deal with everybody as a person and deal with them. Unlike Spirit, who deal with people like they're dirt. And we've heard from a lot of people, some it's good, some it's not. I'm waiting for Spirit to not give you a seat and make you stand up during the whole flight. And then you have the Uniteds and the Americans of the world that are just, and the Deltas that just don't care and are all only focused on the money. I think it's Deltas now come out with their new planes, and they're going to make their cheapest seats even smaller. Think about this. It's not small enough already. They're going, we have to compete against the discounters. What are you talking about? You're making billions of dollars. And as we said earlier, those are our skies. They're not yours. You're licensed to fly in our skies. That's what everybody forgets. Those are American skies. Okay? And they're making us pay to go on the plane, which they should. But you're putting us in tubes the way you used to just put people in Greyhound and, what was the other bus? Does anybody even remember the Trailways? Does anybody even remember that? Does anybody remember just having buses go everywhere? Because we really didn't have much in planes back then. TWA, Pan Americans and stuff. We really had Eastern, but there really wasn't that much. Buses are gone. That's all these planes have become. They're making them more and more uncomfortable. Why don't they make them faster? Why don't they make them faster so if you're going to sit in these little corners where you have no room, you can at least get there sometime. But the airlines don't care. They're making billions. Remember this. They're making billions. Don't feel bad for these people. Most of the frontline employees in the airlines are sure pretty cool. It's the top people who don't care because look at all the money they're making. Look at how they're running the air. And when you watch CNBC and some of these other places, and CNBC is more kind of pro-airline, once again, I understand they got to make money, but they can't just rip us off. When you're a monopoly, you rip people off, and that's what they're doing. So when they tell you, oh, man, we get there on time and people are satisfied from what? It's all relative. Nobody's satisfied when they get on a plane, even the people who pay thousands, because they got to pay thousands for a nice seat. Then you got steerage in the back. Yeah, satisfied. It's starting from so low that it comes up a bit. It's like doubling the number 1. And they say, wow, they went up 100%. That's nothing. And that's what it is here. So it's the people versus the airlines. Keep standing up to them. Don't put up with it. Keep getting angry. It's time we took back control of the air from these monopolists. Peace.